Welcome to lesson 25, where you guys are going to learn how to write to a text file instead of reading from a text file. Now, in order to read from a file or write to a file, that's input-output, so we're going to need that import Java IO up top. And we're going to learn a new wrapper class called FileWriter. I'm going to call it FW. We're going to set equal to new FileWriter. We're just going to name this output1.out. So, did you notice how we called out whenever we were importing things? We did .in. I know, mind blown. So this file writer object is only going to write the file. We also want to print stuff to that file, so we need print writer. I'm just going to name this output equals new print writer. We're going to send whatever is in file writer to print writer. So we should be good with that. We're probably used to having this error, is throws IO exception, so let's go throw an IO exception. And we have lots of errors pop up after that because it's throws IO exception. And I and O are both capitalized. So now we got our troubleshooting out of our way. What we're going to do is we are going to close our file. And we are also going to close our file writer. So we close print writer and then file writer. Now, if you do not close the print writer or file writer, you will run into issues. And a lot of that'll happen is you will think that you wrote something to the file, and if you don't close it, it won't save to it. So make sure that you close them both in reverse order. So sort of like how brackets work, brackets here too. Okay, so we've created the file, we set up our print writer, so now we just need to decide on some stuff to send to our file. So you know how before we've always done system.out.println? We don't need it to do that anymore. We need it to go to the print writer, so we do output.print. And then you can tell it whatever you want to tell it. So I'm going to put in, my favorite, so one ring to rule them all. Don't forget your semicolon. You could even send double. So if we set up double E3 and made 7.984. Next line, we could tell it to be output.print line E3. So then we can even send numbers to it. I forgot a semicolon there. Output.println one ring to find them. All right, so go ahead and save it, make sure we have no errors, and then hit run. And it looks like nothing happened. Because in our program, we have no print lines. We're not outputting anything to our console. System.out.print would come to our screen, but output is going to a file. So let's go to where our file would be. And it's right here. So try to open it. It's going to come up with an error. Say select a program and click OK, and then just click Notepad. And there it is. Marvelous. Now it went to that folder because we didn't specify where it needed to go. So if you wanted to tell it to go to a different location, you would put in the address here, like we learned in lesson 23. So now we already have this file. What if we wanted to change something that was in there? So we wanted to say one ring to rule them all plus then our number. What if we wanted to change it? Because otherwise what will happen is we'll have output 1, parentheses, 1, and parentheses. So what we want to do here is we want to set it 2 parameters. So you want to say output 1 out, comma, true. So this Boolean right here is going to say, yes, we want to replace this file with the new information. You also want to do this with your print writer. So comma true, because you just want to make sure that it's going to create the new file and delete everything that was in that previous one. Your project for lesson 25 is going to be changing what you just did in writing student averages from lesson 24. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.